Blog Talk Radio.
What time is it?
WH Radio. We are the best in the world at what we do.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Skits, and I'm live here with my co-host, Mr. Oscar. What is going on? How you doing, man?
Not much, man. Tomorrow's my birthday, and I feel like you're finally back on the fucking show, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like, I fucking missed being on the show, like actual full show, to talk some wrestling, you know.
Yeah.
Hell of a weekend for wrestling. We Evolve. They did two of their shows, Evolve 34 and 35. Also, I believe Oscar attended Lucha Underground.
Yes, I actually attended last week's first TV taping, and I ended up attending yesterday's episode, which is the fourth episode that's going to appear next month on in the El Rey Network. So, yeah, I attended the show. Also, on Saturday, I attended UEW, which is like a hardcore promotion, you know, like for hardcore wrestling. I just went there on Saturday, so I've been doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, definitely, man. I know myself, I've been busy this weekend, so I didn't get a chance to hit up either promotion, but I do plan on hitting up Lucha Underground as soon as possible. Tonight, we just watched Raw. I'm just going to go ahead and get into it, and a little disappointed, but, you know, still some good matches and some good storylines probably to be coming in the near future. There's one person I actually want to talk about early in the show, and that's Bo Dallas, how Bo Dallas actually got some time to actually wrestle on the Raw this week. Usually when we see Bo Dallas, he's jobbing somebody like R-Truth or Kofi Kingston, and you don't really get to see him, you know, show his talents, you know, on a weekly basis, like a Cesaro or a Sheamus. So finally, the WWE, they let one of their NXT guys, you know, basically show off his showcase, you know, just basically show off his talents. So him and Swagger, which was a match that was supposed to happen now at SummerSlam, it was talks about them wrestling at SummerSlam, excuse me, not SummerSlam, but Night of Champions, which didn't happen. It looked like it's not gonna be booked. But tonight, Bo Dallas was definitely over at the city where they were. You know, you got the We Believe chants, and you know the We the People chants. I definitly enjoyed the match, and hopefully, you know, we see Bo Dallas and Swagger maybe, I don't know, have one more match, and you know maybe see him start feuding with other guys, so we can see more Bo Dallas, because it looks like the fans are enjoying him.
Yeah. It just seems like, well, everywhere you go, even like not even wrestling shows, people like to say "Bo leave" and all this stuff. It's almost like the R.D. Evans thing in Ring of Honor. It's like how can I explain it? It's like it's this corniness guy that everybody loves. So that's pretty much why I gotta say. If it was the 90s, I don't know if this R.D. Evans or Bo Dallas thing will work, because, like I said on this show many times, Bo Dallas reminded me of Chris Jericho when he first really break through in WCW, when he was like sort of the same thing, like I won't say taunt the crowd, but you always thought the crowd would be on his side, claiming on his side, saying when he checked Jericho's socks, he would say, "Don't, you know, you don't mean that." I mean, Bo Dallas has done the same thing when he was in the 90s. But, yeah, it's very over. It just seems, maybe I can say times has changed. You know, maybe people starting like this corniness of a character like Bo Dallas or ROH RD Evans. So time has changed, and maybe we're gonna see more of these corny characters in the near future.
Yeah, man. I know you are not a big Bo Dallas fan, but I mean, what did you think about his match tonight?
It was not bad, actually, and I wouldn't say enjoyed it. I don't think it was a match of the night or anything like that, but
Of course not.
Yeah. But I was hoping he would get the win, but it didn't seem like the whole swagger thing. You got to remember the whole swagger face turn thing. The crowd loves that shit too. So
I was feeling the same way. I thought Bo should have got the win. Fans are loving him. I mean, you got a young guy like Bo Dallas coming up in the WWE, and as we see, there's been talks about guys from NXT coming up, and Bo Dallas is originally a guy from the development. So,
well,
but
we should have saw this coming the whole time. Even become the feud started to happen when Bo Dallas, kind of rubbed it on Jack Swagger because he claiming that had Swagger let down on the Americans. We could have saw that coming from that time. That okay, whenever they're having a match, either in a pay-per-view or something. Well, we all assumed it was a pay-per-view pretty much. That Swagger is going to go over. So we could have saw that coming. But unfortunately, we all both Dallas. I don't want to say bandwagon, but we all thought that Bo Dallas was going to walk out, but he did not. And maybe they're saving it to a pay-per-view match, possibly Hell in a Cell or something, that these two guys will get on. I'm not saying they're going to have a Hell in a Cell match. Who wants to see a Hell in a Cell match with Bo Dallas and Jack Swagger? But maybe they'll have something in Hell in a Cell.
And I've another question about Bo Dallas for you, and then we can move on. In the near future, as we already know, him and Swagger have been bumping heads. Who would you like to see him mix it up with soon in the future?
Probably Dolph Ziggler. Maybe for that Intercontinental title feud. Like maybe after Hell in a Cell, or whenever they're done, probably like maybe the Elites Survivor Series. Is Swagger still not Swagger? Is Ziggler still the Intercontinental Champion? And Bo Dallas going for it. I think the crowd reaction will go nuts for Bo Dallas to go after that title. So possibly him and Ziggler might get it on. Because to be honest, I'm kind of like the whole Miz and Dolph right now. How Dolph makes fun of him about this movie creative thing. What could Dolph do for Bo Dallas? So I think that could be very interesting. It could be something I could laugh at pretty much, which just like how Dolph and Miz are doing right now. So yeah, I mean, I could probably see those two get it on, and I'd love to see those guys kind of. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the feud of the year, feud of the decade, or anything like that, but it's probably something that could probably entertain me.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned Dolph Ziggler and Miz. We might as well jump into that. See, the thing about the Miz and Zig, like, I have no interest in this feud. I'm just waiting for these guys to wrestle and they can just end this feud. But what the hell was R-Truth wearing tonight?
Did you see Raw last week?
Yeah, I did.
It wasn't Raw or Main Event. Well, it kind of started one of those two shows where he basically, put it this way, they're kind of pretty much making fun of The Miz because he has his own stunt devil. So Dolph got his own stunt devil, which is R-Truth. So basically, he's trying to dress like or imitate Dolph Ziggler. So that's pretty much it.
All I'm saying, Truth was looking very hilarious in that outfit. Stick to the jeans, brother, and the wife beater. But tonight, basically, another week of Ziggler coming on top of the Miz. A lot of, in the backstage, the WWE, like, they really love, Miz. Like, do you see Miz retaining that title?
You mean regaining it? I don't know. You're right. Backstage, like, Manson do like the Miz. I hope not. To be honest with you, I'm kind of hoping that like I said, the Dolph Dolph and both guys could get on pretty soon. But I don't know. I just think right now it's time for younger guys like Cesaro and them to go after those kind of titles. Have the Miz do something else, you know. I mean, stay with some any title pictures, but I see in the future he will become Intercontinental or U.S. title champ again, but not. I'm hoping they don't do that anytime soon, you know. Because remember, we're always disappointed that the Miz won that Intercontinental Battle Royal. So, yeah, let's just have him stay away from that title scene, you know. Bo Dallas should be in there. Hey, don't forget too, Wade Barrett. I believe he's going to be coming back pretty soon, and you know he has not lost the Intercontinental title. So, I mean, he's another guy I'd rather see Intercontinental champ than the Miz.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Because Wade Barrett, just like you said, will be coming back soon. Do you see Wade as a face coming in, or the same, not sarcastic, guy, on the mic?
I don't know. Okay, like, remember when before we met him at SummerSlam, I thought, I was all saying, fucking get rid of this guy. He's always injury prone. But during SummerSlam weekend, when we fucking met the guy, when we were hanging out outside with him, we were like, wow, this guy's actually a pretty cool dude. You know, he was actually listening to what you were saying and all this shit, like how you met him in Access the year before and all this stuff. You know, he was actually listening to you, and I was like, this guy's pretty cool, Yeah,
but then we got to remember, like, he wasn't in like character, he was just.
I know, he was his character, yes. But, we have a lot of fans, even some independent fans, wrestlers, they'll be like, yeah, sure, yeah, So, like, you don't talk to you, like, come on, like, when we met the Young Bucks, they listen and talk to you, Some guys were like, yeah, whatever, or something.
Yeah.
I don't want to put out names, but, I expect, but then this guy was actually listening to talk to you, and they kind of makes me, feel different about the guy, and hopefully when to answer your question about the face turn, I don't know. It's hard to picture him as a face. It's really, really hard to picture him as a face. What could he do as a face? It's a really good question. If we give it a shot, hopefully, but
maybe that's a question we should ask our listeners, whoever's listening right now. Maybe you guys want to call up 760-454-1107, or you can tweet us at WrestlingHeads. Let us know. Would you want to see Wade Barrett as the same, character that he was, Bad News Barrett? I mean, he's still going to stay Bad News Barrett, but Bad News Barrett as a face or Bad News Barrett as a heel? Because to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind still having him as the heel that he is, because he's such a great heel. And either way, he's going to be over with the fans because they loved him as a heel too. So, but
yeah, you know what? You just rang my bell for a second. Now I can picture maybe he does turn face, stick with that Bad News character. Like, for example, he feuds with Bo Dallas, right? And he tells Bo, "I'm afraid I got some bad news. People in this audience don't really care about your Bo Lee stuff." He can come up with something funny, and like I'm not Wade Barrett. I'm not the one trying to make something funny right now, but he could probably make something funny with that, Or he feels with the Miz, like, afraid I got some bad news. No one cares about your movie, The Marine 3. He can say something funny, and the crowd will react to,
Yeah, they'll be pop to something like that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, out there.
Yeah, but that's like one of those questions, that needs to be answered, because people probably are starting to definitely forget about Wade Barrett, because I'm not gonna lie, until you brought up Wade Barrett, I for sure was forgetting about Wade Barrett. So, yeah, he never lost the title, so he's gonna come back into the scene, saying I never got pinned. So whoever has the IC title at the time, that's gonna be the person that's gonna deal with Wade Barrett as soon as he gets back. But we'll be taking some calls in a minute, folks. So hold your horses. Let's go ahead and move on. Mr. Paul Heyman, the best manager in our generation, I would say. So
yeah.
him and John Cena have another promo. I was hoping, basically, I would say that they did kind of top the promo on their second promo that they had tonight. The first promo was basically, Cena. I mean, excuse me, not Cena, but Paul Heyman calling out Cena, basically saying that he's not he's not gonna do this, he's not gonna do that, blah blah blah, and for some reason I didn't understand John Cena kidnapping him. Isn't that the Hills' job? Hills do the kidnapping. You know what I mean? I don't know if you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Well, he did mention last week if Lesnar show he's gonna fight Paul Heyman. You're right. Maybe it's the heel thing, but if you really think about it, it led to the second promo, which was, if you guys remember last week, that Paul Heyman is telling John Cena to say something to the crowd. If you really think about it, it was kind of really smart. So it really led to that.
Yeah. Why don't you tell our listeners about the second promo?
Yeah, basically, after the great, John Cena pretty much knows many languages, but he told the great Carlito, don't let Paul Heyman out of his locker room. After time was up, which is halftime, Paul Heyman and his brothers come to halftime. He's gonna bring him to the ring. He brought him to the ring, and Paul Heyman trying to get in the skin again about the crowd and all this stuff, and you're too much of a hero, John Cena. You're too much like to play the hero all the time. You're not gonna punch him and all this shit and all this stuff, and pretty much he's trying to play mind games with John Cena. John Cena should have walked away until he mentioned his mother knows that you don't have the, about his testicles. He doesn't have bigger testicles to do it. Then he pushed him pretty much. You know what?
That was some pussy shit. That's the pussiest push I've ever seen in my life. I am sorry. Cena's talking about like he's gonna, he's looking for a fight. I mean, where's the fight? It looked like a little bitchy push to me, but it is what it is. That's when Brock Lesnar came down, and Lesnar, like me and my boy Matt was watching Raw, and it looked like Lesnar was just coming just to pick up Paul Heyman and just go to the back. That would have been very disappointing. If you got your main event, and you don't have the two guys that are part of the main event not throw blows. I swear to you, if those two do not throw blows, that was gonna be like, what the fuck? You had Lesnar come just to pick up Paul Heyman off the ground. So basically, how
you gotta remember. You gotta remember some of this, kids. Like, even though if Lesnar didn't do anything with John Cena, the point is of his new character is like he doesn't fight for free. It's like the UFC thing, UFC fighters don't fight every week. They don't do nothing every week, pretty much, or any physical activity, pretty much. If you look at his promos and stuff, it's like little video packages. It's all related to UFC, MMA. That's basically what his character is today. It's basically he was, because he was in the UFC. He's bringing that to his character in the WWE. If you know what I'm saying. So he's basically every time he's gonna wrestle a match, it's basically they do a UFC or MMA type promo to promote the pay-per-view, which is gonna be Night of Champions. That's what he does pretty much. But the whole he doesn't fight for free thing, that's all basically his character. He's MMA thing. So you can say he's an MMA character that adapts to the WWE character of today. That's basically what it is. Yeah.
But how about when Lesnar actually got in the ring and the first thing he did was, give Cena that German suplex and just walked out like a Jew.
Yeah.
But basically, Cena would come back, kind of jump on him and, just basically, those guys were just on the ground just beating the hell out of each other. And it looked like Cena got the upper hand. So from like right now, who would you say like should be the winner at the pay-per-view?
Obviously, Brock Lesnar. Even though this angry John Cena thing is still going on, it makes more sense if Lesnar still walks out with the champ. I mean, it's more sense if Lesnar keeps the title to WrestleMania. You know, you got to make Brock Lesnar an unstoppable force. So you have to make Brock Lesnar things like, okay, who can do it? Undertaker can't do it. You got to make it like John Cena can't do it. And if John Cena can't do it, who could it be? Maybe I'm hoping it'll lead to a Daniel Bryan return. And when Daniel Bryan returns, he can't do it. Then you're making Lesnar, you know, more unstoppable. Until if
did you just say what I thought you said? Did you say that you want Brock Lesnar to go over Daniel Bryan?
It makes more sense. I'm sorry, but it does.
Continue.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, I know I love Daniel Bryan too, but it makes sense if Brock Lesnar goes over Daniel Bryan if he comes back. I'm hoping he comes back pretty soon. And you make him Lesnar seems like he is unstoppable. You got to do that to all the way to WrestleMania.
Interesting. Because, I mean, I know after John Cena, I can't think of another contender after.
Well, I'm hoping, I mean, okay, I'm hearing something, but I'm hoping it's not true. But I'm hearing Big Show's the next guy. I'm hearing it's Big Show.
You can shoot me right now, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's going to be Big Show, and then they'll see what's up with Daniel Bryan.
What dirt sheet did you hear this from?
No, I don't remember, but that thing I'm hearing is Big Show, but I'm not sure it's confirmed yet. So if it was confirmed, it'll be on WrestlingHead.com. But that's what I'm hearing. It's supposed to be going to be Big Show. So.
But who would you like to see? That's the question.
Damn. You know what? There's some people I want to see, but I don't know if the time is right. Like, a Roman Reigns will be a good one. Fuck. It's like what Tom said. It's lack of freaking main event spot right now. Or possibly...
Cesaro would be the guy for me.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, I like him, but you turn him face right now, and you have Lesnar kicking his ass. What's that do for Cesaro, you know?
You make a point.
Yeah. You see this, it's a lot of things right now. Big Show, at least he's been in main event pay-per-views. He's been in main event status before. The problem is, you know, we just saw that earlier this year in the Royal Rumble. You know, we saw Lesnar destroyed him. I don't know. If they're really planning Big Show, I don't blame WWE.
Let's not forget Seth Rollins does have that briefcase, and when is he going to use it? That's another question.
I'm gonna say he's gonna have to wait till after Mania. We're gonna wait that long. Either that or Lesnar's gonna fuck him up. I'm sorry, but that's what it's gonna be. If he's planning to use that briefcase between now and WrestleMania, I'm sorry, he ain't walking out with the title. So.
Seth Rollins is my boy. Let me talking shit.
I'm not talking shit about Seth Rollins, but
I'm just giving you a hard time, bro.
This guy. But like I said, I mean, it makes more sense if Brock just fucking look unstoppable. He's like fucking, if any of our listeners knows who the Apocalypse is, if you follow Marvel Comics, you know, Apocalypse is unstoppable, the X-Men can't hurt him. You know, that's what the WWE needs for Brock Lesnar. He can't be touched. So, see what happens, you know. So, I would like to see him against Roman Reigns, if I answer your question, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, excuse me, hold on. I have to sneeze over here, but, excuse me, shit. All right. Yeah, hey, my bad. I got these fucking allergies over here. But, Chris Jericho, looks like it's probably going to be like his last week at the WWE. That's the word on the internet these days. Chris Jericho, when he gets camp.
Well, I did actually listen to his podcast show, and he did kind of confirm this is going to be his last week. So, dirt sheets or not, this is going to be his last week. It came out of his mouth, so I believe him.
Okay. We heard it from the man himself, Y2J, last week. Looks like Randy Orton's going to be going over in that match. Today he went against Kane. I kind of felt like I was watching an Attitude Era match. I had to post a photo with Chris Jericho with the long hair and Kane with the long hair with the mask on. Flashback.
Yeah.
So
stepping him to shut up.
That's actually the dog outside. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was the opening match pretty much. To be honest with you, I don't like this whole corporate Kane thing. Never liked it. Kane should stop being in the ring pretty much. I mean, but
let's be honest with you. Let's just not hold it back real quick. Let's just be honest. Big Show shouldn't be in the ring no more. Kane shouldn't be in the ring no more. Mark Henry shouldn't be in the ring no more. Let's just be honest. It's 2014.
I agree with you.
It's 2014. Everybody named Mom that watches professional wrestling does not want to see those men no more. We watched those guys when we were in high school. Let's just be honest. You know, sometimes you just got to keep it real. And I'm keeping it real right now. I don't care for them. Guys like Bray Wyatt, who's been treated like shit lately. What happened? I mean, what happened to the whole Bray Wyatt momentum? That's my question.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm thinking it's gonna. I want to say it's almost like taking a break of the momentum because he has no match for Night of Champions. There's nothing for him. Maybe it's because you got all these damn part-timers. So they're like a Chris Jericho, which I still respect him, but if he's not going to be WWE full-time, then, you know, let these guys shine. Let WWE bring guys like Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, have spots on pay-per-view. I'm pretty sure next month we probably end up seeing a Bray Wyatt against Sheamus or a Dolph Ziggler next month. So I think he's going to come back. I still think they're going to have something big for Bray Wyatt in the future, or maybe even pretty soon. But just right now, this moment's taking a break. So I'm pretty sure.
Let's hope so. Because
I'm pretty sure.
By the looks of it right now, it looks like right now it's gonna be Mr. Big Show going against Bray Wyatt. So that's what it's looking like right now.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna last. I mean, even if it goes down to sell, fine, fuck it. Survivor Series.
Just for those that watch SmackDown, I'm gonna let you guys know right now: the Usos and Big Show versus the Wyatt family on SmackDown this Friday. So basically, build up that match for Sunday. And I haven't even seen the spoilers yet. I can just tell you right now, just from knowing, from watching wrestling, anybody should know that. But so that's what's happening right there. Go ahead and continue. Basically, just like we said, Chris Jericho, he defeated Kane. I hope that's the last time we see Kane in the ring, which I doubt. Nikki Bella and Paige versus AJ Lee and Brie Bella. How about it's the first week we didn't have to see the Bellas on the mic. Let's give that a clap.
Hey, you actually wanted this feud, and look what you got. So I told you before SummerSlam it was going to be stupid, and I was damn right.
You're right. You know, I honestly just want to keep them away from the Divas title scene, but it blew back on me, and it put one of them in it. And instead of
Hey. I would not be surprised somehow Brie gets in this match too this week. You know, if it's on SmackDown or on the pay-per-view, I still feel like Brie's going to get in somehow. So, you know, it will be a disaster if one of the Bella twins does walk out with the title.
Let's just be honest right now. We know Nikki Bella's winning. She's part of the you know, she's part of the authority.
Yeah,
so
the authority. She's part of it. But to be honest with you, I'll be a little disappointed if Nikki walks out or Brie, because I will feel like that the WWE is fucking kissing Eve's ass for fucking having them as Divas champions, because the whole total success of Total Divas and all that, you know, that will freaking, you know, scare me if freaking Nikki or Brie walks out with that title. You know, do they really deserve it now? I don't think so. I mean, I'm actually cool with Paige as the Divas champ right now.
You know, speaking of Paige, I still gotta give Paige and AJ credit because even though their feud is not getting the spotlight that it deserves, their feud is one of the best, best Divas feuds that they've had in a long time. I don't know what was the last best Divas feud. Maybe Natalia and fucking Beth Phoenix or somebody. Who knows?
Yeah, you know what? This feud's been going on. It's been a while since they've been getting on. Someone's telling me it's not going to end a Night of Champions. It will continue on afterwards, but we'll see an AJ Page 3 match. I'll tell you that right now, because I believe
title or not, I actually see them continue their feud, but we'll see. Night of Champs, I got Nikki Bella going over just because of the storyline, so not because I like her. Even though she's fucking bomb as fuck, she can get it. But let's go ahead and continue.
Don't forget about Cameron and Naomi.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Just to be honest with you, one thing that we do care about is that outfit that Cameron had on. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it. I'm letting everybody know Cameron. She lost the match to Naomi.
And I'll tell you right now, I think it was tweeted. Like, people post a picture of Cameron doing the split. It was on Twitter all over the place. So I guess everybody likes that split she does.
She can split on you know what of mine, but that's another story.
The sad news is Vinny is getting that. So yeah.
Lucky dude.
Hey, I'm not gonna hate on that guy. I'm not gonna hate the guy. I met them last year SummerSlam weekend. He was a pretty cool dude, so I ain't gonna fucking hate on the guy.
Hey, he had no choice to fucking just sit back and let his girl take photos. He was a nobody. Total Divas was even out. But okay, we already went over the Big Show Bray Wyatt match. Big Show basically won with no DQ. Usos and Sheamus versus Cesaro and Stardust and Goldust. The Usos and Sheamus went over. How you feeling about the whole Stardust Goldust tag team?
You mean when
like as heels?
Since he turned heel?
Yeah.
I feel like they had no choice because now that Ryback and Curtis Axel, Ryback's injury, I don't know how long he's out, but I'm pretty sure this would have been their spot if Ryback wasn't hurt. But I just feel like they need to put somebody to go over against the Usos, and they're not feeling no friendly rivalry thing or tag team thing, so they need someone to go at them, like, hate them or all that shit. So I think because of, past experience with Goldust as a heel and trying to sort of new Stardust being as a heel, which is kind of bizarre and little.
Stardust is kind of over.
It is over, yeah. I mean, heel or not, it's over. But
I was telling somebody earlier that I saw Stardust fucking T-shirt at a PWG show, and that's rare. I didn't know Stardust had a T-shirt.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I guess you could say it's cool. Like, keep them as a heel tag team for a bit, even though they don't walk out with the tag belts. Yeah, I think it's just a good way to put them another tag team to go against the Usos right now. I mean, it seems like right now the WWE are finally both deserve. Guys, they deserve to be in fucking every pay-per-view. I'm disappointed they didn't do anything on SummerSlam. So hopefully from now on, the Usos have something for pay-per-views. Even though I'm not a big Uso fan, but I'm a fan of tag team wrestling, and I know this is not the best tag team roster the WWE has, but just keep going with it, go with the flow, and hopefully teams in NXT will come down to the main rosters one day and go at it against the Usos or whoever's the tag team champions. So yeah, I'm actually happy of it. I'm not saying this is gonna be a great match, but at least that's what the Usos could do for a pay-per-view,
Yeah. Next up was Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. My boy Seth killing the game right now. He's been killing the game for a while. Ever since he turned heel. I don't care what nobody says. Fuck the haters. But Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, I'm looking forward to their match at Night of Champions. They had a little preview tonight. Roman Reigns got the W, but I really think Sunday is going to be a whole different story with these two. So, is this right for Seth Rollins to go over on Sunday? You got to have him keep the momentum with that briefcase. And, yeah, I mean, Roman Reigns can lose sometimes.
Well, you know, it's weird. I feel like something's going to change at Night of Champions because they just had a match tonight, and they're going to have a match at Night of Champions. So I feel like this week something's going to happen that Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns will team up against Seth Rollins and probably Corporate Kane. So I feel like another match change can happen in the last minute because Dean Ambrose is scheduled to come back pretty soon, possibly a Night of Champions. So we'll see what happens. Even they do get it on between Roman and Seth. To be honest with you, I think it makes more sense for Roman Reigns to win. And then here's why I'm going to tell you this. If Dean Ambrose doesn't have a match this week, then he's going to interfere, and to end this feud between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, it will be in a Hell in a Cell match. This will lead to it. So, I don't know. To me, it feels more sense if Roman Reigns does beat Seth Rollins.
Yeah, we'll see. Should be a good deal, you know. All Shield members basically wrestle each other, except for the faces, which will be nice to see those two wrestle soon. So, yeah, that was basically Raw tonight. But it did not end there. This is where I start to complain. So you guys waste a promo to end Raw?
Well,
I understand, you know, is representing the United States of America and everything. It was good to see Miss Lana with her fine self, but come on, let's just be honest. Is everybody really pumped up to see Rusev and Mark Henry and Night of Champions?
You know what? I kind of do agree with you. I'm in the middle of this thing right here. All right, look, I'm not pumped to see this match at all, but okay, putting this at the end of the show kind of tells me, WWE, you better have Mark Henry kick Rusev's ass this weekend, because I feel like if Rusev wins, it's a complete waste. If you look at that promo, the talk with Mark Henry was like he has a second chance to do something, a second chance to, you know, fight for his country again, or represent his country again, because, you know, I told everybody a story about how he had to drop off the 96 Olympics due to an injury and all this stuff. If that leads to a freaking win this weekend, I mean, then it's cool. To me, I'm fine with the whole ending the show Raw and then having Mark Henry walk out as the guy who stopped Rusev. But if you have Rusev win, I mean, I just thought it's a waste. You could have had freaking Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Listen, if Rusev does win this weekend, I mean, I feel like it's a whole waste, because you could have had Brock against, Brock and John Cena could have ended, or the Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins could end the show. You know, that would have made more sense. But we'll see what happens this weekend, and I can really say that, okay, maybe this makes sense to have Mark, you know, get that final spot on Raw, but we'll see. It just depends how that match ends, you know, the conclusion of that match.
Okay, this is my thing. I don't want to see Mark Henry go over Rusev. Why? Because Mark Henry's old, and it's time for the young blood to go over. I don't know. Maybe they might have Mark Henry go over because of the whole storyline. Hold on.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you this right now. If Mark Henry does not go over Rusev this weekend and Rusev wins, who's Rusev going to go after? To me, it would not surprise me at all. John Cena will fucking end all that. So.
I mean, shit. I mean, it wouldn't surprise anybody. He fucking ended fucking Tensai shit when Tensai was on fire. So, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, this feud might be a complete waste right here. Just saying. But
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I just think they should have closed it out. And they gave everybody fucking little flags too. How cute WWE. But who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
This Sunday, Night of Champions. The card, we'll be going down the card on our second show later on this week. So, and we'll probably share our predictions. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna talk some Ring of Honor, some Evolve, and some more wrestling talk here on WH Radio. We will be right back after these messages.
This is Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and PWG star Ryan Taylor. You're listening to Wrestling Heads Radio.
Yo, welcome to WH Radio. Today's show is brought to you by the good people down at WrestlingRambles.com. For the latest in wrestling news, in-depth blog, and hot topic discussion, hit up WrestlingRambles.com. Remember, it's not just any ramble, but a Wrestling Rambles. WrestlingRambles.com. And also special thanks to Ring Rust Radio and FLTDWrestling.com. Thank you for listening.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Got skit. I'm here with my boy Oscar.
Yeah, I just want to address something real fast. I mean, before we go away from WWE talk, but I know there's some people probably a little disappointed that no NXT talent didn't show up on Raw. I mean, I know TakeOver was a great show. I loved it. And there's all these dirt sheets about they're going to be appearing on Raw or SmackDown, which I don't have a problem with it, but don't make it like it's an every week thing, because I don't know, it'd be weird if they do it every week. To me, it'd be just weird. And it's just basically saying you might as well put them in the main roster. Fuck it, you know. But
eventually, I think that's the deal.
So you might as well put them in the main roster. You're gonna bring in Sami Zayn, Adrian Neville, and those guys. And
Speaking of Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn, Tyson Kidd, and Tyler Breeze. Hell of a match. Probably the NXT match of the year so far. But how about that finish though? With Adrian Neville, you know, do you see Adrian Neville going heel?
It could be a possibility that led to it. I kind of said it last week. Adrian Neville could probably lose the title at the next, you know, in the NXT, or if they still call it a takeover, I guess the next takeover event, or if they're gonna name it, whatever. I can see it happening. You know, if they're gonna give the belt to Sami Zayn next, I don't mind. But it could be a heel turn. I think I've said on Wednesday's show that it could be a heel turn, but not right away. I can see possibly, say Sami Zayn does win it, and then I don't know, on that show or the tapings afterwards, then I can see Neville turning on him and then turn heel. It'll be weird because I never seen really that much heel work of Adrian Neville. I mean, I'm pretty sure he did in the past, maybe in Jangate Japan and all that. But see what happens, you know. I mean, we'll see because I like how they're doing with them now. I mean, to me, I feel like to me, in my opinion, right now, I feel like even though Sami Zayn is freaking over right now, to me, when I look at WWE, the first person I think is John Cena, obviously because he's the man right now. NXT, I see Adrian Neville the first one, so that's how I see it. So we'll see how this heel thing, if he's really good at being a heel or not, because there's some people who are not good at being heel. So I'll say give it a shot. see what happens. If he's stuck being a heel, then you could always put him back.
Either way, heel or face, that feud has to continue with those two.
Yes, it will. It will. I mean, I'm telling you right now, that Zayn and Adrian Miller match, that NXT title, it will happen. So,
real quick,
Oscar,
let's take a quick call. We have actually 2 calls. Just take the first call. 540 area code. You're on WH3. Who's calling?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing very good, but not good with Monday Night Raw tonight. It kind of sucked, you know.
It definitely did.
The Mark Henry Rusev segment kind of was badass. Not badass, but sucked.
Yeah.
I really didn't like the way writers booked it, you know. And I really didn't like the way they had Reigns versus Rollins. Albeit it was a good match, but Reigns versus Rollins was on free TV, and the commentators announced that it's going to be on free pay-per-view for $9.99. What the hell is WWE Creative trying to prove?
I don't know. I'm clueless myself.
Well, I kind of see it this way. If you were listening to it earlier, either they're doing that or it's going to lead to a Dean Ambrose return this weekend. Hopefully, they'll change it to a tag match somehow.
And because of, if Reigns and Rollins had another match, you know likely or eventually Kane's going to interfere in this match, and then Dean Ambrose will come out, which I'm now a Dean Ambrose fan. I didn't like both the Shield when they were like bad guys, you know. But Ambrose and Reigns, they're badass, and I hope Ambrose returns. And if Rollins finds that out, let me tell you something, Seth Rollins, you got hell to pay, my man. But anyway, the one favorite segment I liked from Monday Night Raw, what about that John Cena, Paul Heyman stuff?
Man, Paul Heyman is a fucking genius. What can I say?
I know. Even though he's a walrus, or I could call him Paulrus.
Oh, my God.
But the way he trashed his Paul Heyman trashed Cena's family, I was like, oh, man, you just crossed the line now. I was like, man, you do not talk to John Cena's family like that.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Where are you from?
I'm from Front Royal, VA.
Oh, okay. Well, we want to thank you for calling, man. Make sure you call in later this week, all right?
Do you do the predictions for Night of Champions?
We're gonna share our predictions later this week on Thursday.
Okay. All right. Well,
all right,
anyway, I hope Night of Champions is a good show. If not, I'm gonna start doing the candlelight vigil for WWE.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right. Bye.
That was hilarious. Oh man. Let me go ahead and throw this another young man here on online. My boy, Mr. Matt Grant. What's going on?
What in the hell was that?
The funniest thing ever. Shout out to that person who called us, though.
That was the greatest thing ever. Oh my God. Wow. All right. I think that almost tops Raw tonight.
Oh man. But yeah, man. So what's going on with you, huh?
No, not too much. I just got to say, Raw tonight, where do we even begin? I know you guys were talking about Mark Henry and Rusev, and I know Oscar was talking about Mark Henry going over and everything. But before I get into that, it's Eastern time over here. We're past midnight, so shout out to Oscar on his birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Happy birthday.
Oh, we're going to bust into a happy birthday right here live on the radio? All right.
Let's do it. Fuck it, you know.
East
Happy
Coast time, fuck it.
birthday
to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Oscar. Happy birthday to
Wow, what are we doing?
Happy birthday to Oscar, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking tweet him now, people. At Sinister.
I don't know what.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thanks a lot. I know we had a lot of histories of birthdays. You know, I think I did a show last year on my birthday last year, and and Willie Mack even called in for your birthday skits last year. So we had a lot of history for birthdays on this show.
Hey, we do it for the fans.
Yeah,
But
we do it for the fans.
But yeah, we were just talking about NXT, about the whole situation over there, about the Neville, Sami Zayn feud.
I think the bigger thing to bring up is why in the hell are they sticking Kenta with the Ascension?
You got to start off somewhere. I mean, you don't want to.
No, it's not Kenta. You got to get used to it.
Hey, I'm not calling him that. He's going to be Kenta for a while, bro.
You got to actually be able to pronounce the name to say it.
Yeah, I'm calling him
hard.
Kenta.
I got to get used to it, but it's Hiro Atani.
Everybody knows him as Kenta. Even the WWE calls him Kenta.
I told you kids from the beginning, he ain't gonna be Kenta.
Hey,
I mean, don't
it
buy
is what
it.
it is,
Don't
bro.
buy it.
Hey, if it was for Trips, he would have allowed that. Triple H wanted Kenta to keep his name, but ultimately Vince McMahon apparently decided for the change because obviously he likes to copyright names, right?
Yeah. So get ready. Prince Devitt and Kevin Steen will have names. Prince Devitt could be, I don't know, Jeffrey with a weird Irish last name. Freaking Kevin Steen could be, I don't know,
Who knows?
Where would it go? Shit.
Who knows?
Isaiah.
To be honest with you,
Isaiah
Oscar,
Thomas.
I don't even care if they change their names as long as they just still have the talent behind that. Look at, Daniel Bryan. He changed his name. What's the difference? Nothing.
Yeah.
Still fucking beast. So it doesn't matter. Sami Zayn, what? Mask is gone? Not El Generico no more? What's the difference? Still a beast. Adrian Neville, changed his name. What's the difference? Nothing. Still a beast. Cesaro. It doesn't matter.
Don't forget about Willie Mack.
We can keep going, man. Like, it doesn't matter. These guys still have talent, and they're still doing their thing in the ring. I can give a shit. I'm still calling Kenta, but, yeah, like, the whole Kenta situation with the Ascension, you got to start off somewhere with them, make them look strong real quick, make them destroy the Ascension real quick, and I don't know.
I actually like the little segment they had when after the Ascension lost the tag belt, interrupting Kenta's introduction in that segment. They push him out of the ring, he comes back, he fucks him up. That's what I like to see. So it's a good way to start him off. So,
but speaking about Kenta, he will be on the NXT tables this week, going against Justin Gabriel.
Yes, don't spoil it. But,
I don't know who's going to win. I mean, it's obvious Kenta's going to win, but I told you who's going to wrestle. So
Hiro will go against Justin Gabriel. So, yeah, that's what it is going to happen. We're not going to spoil anything, and the whole thing with the Ascension. So, yeah. Get ready for some Hiro.
I think the best part about tonight's Raw as well was John Cena, a babyface, kidnapping Paul Heyman, a heel. Hey,
like I said, to me it led to this whole second statement because, Paul Heyman's trying to push him as a heel, which it cannot happen because WWE's afraid to fucking put John Cena heel. So.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, this weekend, guys, Evolve 34, which I did not get to see because of a busy weekend, and I know Oscar had a busy weekend going to some shows. We can go over the results, though. This weekend, we're going to go over Evolve 34 first. Johnny Gargano, the whole shebang, defeats Anthony Nese, the premier athlete. He basically won via roll-up, so that's what happened with that match. Just to let everybody know, I will be watching this event soon, so Yeah. Zack Sabre Jr., the man, fucking love that dude. Defeat Timothy Thatcher. That match, I'm definitely looking forward to watching. Glad to see Evolve let him go over there, just like PWG showed him love. Like Evolve showed him some love too.
Yeah.
You got the man, Mr. Ulan Nation, defeats Roderick Strong. I heard good stuff about that match. Definitely looking forward to seeing that one. Caleb Conley, the man. Caleb Conley defeats. Now listen to this clear, people. Now I'm fucking shocked here. He defeated Ricochet.
Yeah,
That's
the
a big
9-title
deal.
match, though.
That's a fucking big deal, though.
Yeah. I like Caleb Conley. I think he's been putting some great matches, and he's been on fire since he joined the Premier Wrestling brand. So, just look out for this guy. And to me, to be honest with you, if you ever break up the Premier Wrestling brand, I think this guy will be he'll be in a higher level than probably than Trent and Anthony Nese. So just look out for this guy.
Yeah. Moose defeats AR Fox. Is this AR Fox's first match back?
I believe so. I mean, for sure for the World Wrestling Network, but I don't know anywhere else. But most likely,
do you know that?
Probably is.
Yeah, actually, it was his first match back. I can confirm that because I have him on Facebook, and he said that on there. So he actually got contacted the day after that to go to Egypt. I don't know if that went through or not, but yeah.
So AR Fox is back in the building, people. You'll be seeing him around a gym or Legion near you probably soon. He actually lost because the Bravado brothers interfered in that match. So yeah. They actually had a match also against Fire Ant and Silver Ant, and they defeated them.
Hey,
so.
Name the tag team, right? Name the tag team.
Why can I just name a Fire Ant and Silver Ant? You want to name it?
Because we all know them as the Connolly. Come on now. That's their tag team name, the Connolly. Come on. It's like saying you can't call Jimmy and Jay Usos, not call them the Usos.
Anyways, Drew Galloway, a.k.a. Drew McIntyre, defeated Rich Swann with a sleeper hold, which is a shocker there for a finisher. I haven't seen it.
To be honest with you, I did not like that. It's because look at this whole the whole thing with Rich Swann going after the Evolve title, which those last Evolve shows I saw. The point was that Hero lost the title to Drew Galloway, and then he got he lost his shot for his Evolve title because Drew Galloway took the title from Hero. So I thought I know this is going to lead to Rich Swann kind of bitching, and he deserved a title shot. And look what happened. You made him lose to the sleeper. That kind of makes him look weak to me. I don't blame Rich Swann for it, but I don't know. The way he got booked is like that kind of made him look weak.
Yeah. But the next night on 35, Johnny Gargano goes one-on-one with Drew Gulak, and he defeats him. So he basically defeated him. You have Timothy Thatcher going against Tracy Williams. He defeated him in that one. Drew Galloway and the Evolve champion went against Roderick Strong. Roddy Strong's my guy right now. Fucking let us do what he's doing. Me and fucking Matt had to talk. He is gonna get on me for it. But Drew Galloway got the win on that one.
Dude, Roderick Strong's like so 2009. Come on.
Hey, give the guy credit.
He's my dude and all. He's a former guest of the podcast. But, man, come on. As a main event guy, not right now.
Hey, Roddy.
The main event guy in PWG.
I wouldn't say that, really. I mean, just because he's the number one contender doesn't mean anything. I think everybody on the PWG roster has had a shot at that title.
Yeah, true. Even Willie Mack was even looked like you'll get a start out of it, but oh well.
Next match, Biff Busick defeats Zack Sabre Jr., another match that I have to watch. It's a must-watch match. Biff, killer, a fucking killer. Zack Sabre Jr., another killer. Two fucking beasts in one match. You know, it's definitely got to be a great match. After the match, Biff Busick challenged Timothy Thatcher. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe we'll see something happen with those two.
Yeah.
Two great wrestlers, by the way. And the next matchup, you have Caleb Conley and Tony Nese. They defeat Fox and Swan to become the new United Gate champions. So they do have some titles with them.
Yeah, not to confuse our listeners. It was added to a three-way match, which the Bravados got eliminated first, I believe, and then that's when Caleb and Nese defeated Swan and AR Fox to become the United Gate tag champs.
Yeah, which is good because we've been talking about this for a while. The Premier Athlete brand, they all need titles in the right ways.
You know what? They should have had titles a few months ago. I mean,
when Trent was on fire.
Yeah, when Trent was on fire, he should have been the Evolve champion a few months back, but they let Hero kept the title. I think they dropped the ball right there, and you know, the Premier Athlete brand would have been big right now, like bigger than it was, but then unfortunately they didn't do it. But I'm happy for those guys. For Caleb,
I believe you had.
Huh?
I believe you and Sue Young was talking about that last week, right?
Yeah, we were talking about it. I told her Premier Athlete brand needs gold around their waist, and I think then I should have said her this though. She should be the next Shine champion. That's more gold right there.
Yeah. Well, she's got some gold on her.
Yeah, I know. But it'd be nice if she does win the Shine title and they brings it all these, you know, either Evolve or if they ever bring back Dragon Gate USA, you know, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. Apparently, there's rumors that after the Dragon Gate USA shows in April, that they're gonna merge Dragon Gate and Evolve together, and it's just gonna be Evolve.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna get into that. As soon as I announced the last match here, which was our boy Ricochet. He defeats Uhaa Nation with the 630. So I'm pretty sure those guys, you know, they have a lot of history. So
yeah,
those guys had a good match there.
Mhm.
So that's what happened this weekend at Evolve. Speaking of Ricochet, I'm hoping it's not true, which kind of also involves the merging titles. You know remember how you were telling me that some guys that are going to be working for Lucha Underground or like they had to sign those contracts to be like exclusive.
Okay.
And I believe Ricochet is one of those guys, which kind of sucks because, you know, we won't see him in Evolve probably no more. Probably won't see him in Dragon Gate no more. Hope not. I hope artists like Boss.
Okay. I'm going to explain something to the listeners and probably yourself too, but I attended the first show, and he is not Ricochet on Lucha Underground. He wears a mask, and his name is Prince Pumba. So he's basically dressed like a leopard. He has a mask on and that, and you could tell it's him with the tattoos and all that. So it's really him. And I remember before the match started, it was an all night long chant going on. He was dancing, you know, same old Ricochet stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to listen to know that's what's gonna happen when you watch Lucha Underground when it debuts in October. at El Rey Network, then the guy underneath that Prince Pumbaa mask is Ricochet. So there you go. And another question I got to ask you, if you're mentioning that there's contracts, well, what that leads to Eva Lee, is she still the Shine champion, I believe, right?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I believe she is. I believe she's still the Shine champion, and Shine, I believe their next show is not until October. So is she dropping the title in? Because she's been doing shows for Lucha Underground. I even saw her yesterday's show. So,
yeah, because I know me and Matt was having this conversation earlier because Matt Cross is the Smash Wrestling champion.
Okay.
That's why we were like, will we get to see these guys do?
Okay, yeah, promotions. Yeah, I know. And Matt Cross, I saw him at the first show when I attended, the first opening show, and just to let you listeners know, he is no longer Matt Cross in Lucha Underground. He is Sons of Havoc. He's pretty much like a biker luchador, dude. And now you could tell it to him because of the beard.
Your thoughts on that one, Matt?
I just hope that it doesn't affect anybody. I just hope that everybody's all right. I'm getting sick and tired of independents offering quote-unquote exclusive contracts if they're not going to offer the money behind it. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah. Well, back to Evolve and Dragon Gate merging the titles, which I wouldn't mind because it really doesn't make sense right now to have Evolve and Dragon Gate, which I think is starting to confuse, fans too. Like who's Evolve and who's Dragon Gate, you know what I mean? It's kind of like if you think back, how SmackDown, Raw, they all work basically for the same person, but different brands. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I definitely wouldn't mind, them merging the titles. It makes sense. The fans will, they'll understand more of what's going on. Because I don't think every fan is up to par on what's going on when it comes to Dragon Gate and Evolve. And do you think which one do you think they should keep around? Because it looks like they've been doing more Evolve shows than Dragon Gate lately.
Yeah, I mean, if they're done doing Dragon Gate USA, they can't bring the Dragon Gate talent, or Dragon Gate Japan talent in the United States, they can't afford it, might as well just stick it with Evolve, and yeah, because basically Evolve was made for guys for AR Fox, Johnny Gargano, and them who does shows for Dragon Gate USA. They can't. If they want to do a show without the Japanese talent, then that's basically what all it is. It's just Evolve, and yeah, I mean, it can't. Not all of us can afford anything. So if they can't afford bringing the Japanese talent, then I guess might as well then. But by merging titles, I guess don't name stupid open the title. Don't name stupid shit. Might as well just end this whole Dragon Gate USA thing. Just stick it called Evolve, And I remember Nick even called it. He was not even not even feeling the whole FIP thing too. And I don't know about you guys' thoughts of FIP, but he was not feeling that either.
Yeah, I think that's a whole different situation with that one with FIP. So, but I don't know. What's your thoughts on that, Matt? On the merging titles?
It could be an interesting thing depending on who gets the championship. Obviously, with Drew Galloway being the champion for Evolve and Ricochet being the champion for Dragon Gate USA, that would be an interesting match. I just feel like, I don't know, either of those two guys aren't really the two guys you're going to want to go ahead with and start the next branding of the promotion with.
I have no complaints with Ricochet. That's just me. But we'll see.
I feel like everybody's capital Ricochet's success right now, and I feel like it's getting to be too much. It's going to be one of those points where he's going to be overrated too, just because of the success he's achieving. Nothing wrong with it. Just that's the way I feel personally.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely with Ricochet doing his thing. If they want to choose somebody else, hopefully Trick gets better, and maybe Trick can capitalize and get back on that scene. We'll have to see if those rumors are true and what happens. So, let's take one more break, and want to talk a little bit from Ring of Honor a little bit, and I think we're right back at these messages.
This is Biff Busick, CZW World Champion, and you're listening to Wrestling Heads Radio, the greatest podcast in the history of the Internet.
Four Corners Radio is the home for the best professional wrestling and independent wrestling. Discussions and coverage. Billy, Ant, Martin, and Sam bring you three of the best podcasts every week. The Four Corners Raw Roundtable, the Indie Project, and the Saturday Freestyle. Along with the podcast, FourCornersWrestling.com is designed with all wrestling fans in mind. Feature articles, videos, the weekly shows, and much more. Four Corners and Wrestling Heads are teaming up to bring you wrestling's next revolution. Are you ready? Welcome back to WH Radio. I am Skits. That's Oscar. And we have my boy Matt here online with us. Ring of Honor. This week on Ring of Honor TV. Kyle O'Reilly, AJ Styles match. That's two of the best wrestlers in the world. Definitely, for those that know me, they know Kyle O'Reilly is one of my favorites. So that's a match I really I recommend for anybody to watch. If you want to watch some good wrestling, go check that out. AJ and Kyle O'Reilly. Speaking of AJ Styles, in case you did not know, on the 27th, you got Matt Sydal versus AJ Styles. So make sure you guys look into that match. Matt Sydal's return to ROH. Also, guys that will be part of that show, of course, Red Dragon is going to be there. Adam Cole, Michael Bennett, Mark Briscoe, The Decade, Adam Page, Cedric Alexander, Caprice Coleman, Moose and R.D. Evans, Veda Scott. We'll have more information once we get the card. We'll talk about it here on the show. Ring of Honor. It's called the Reloaded Tour. Also, some more things Ring of Honor's got going. They got a super card coming up. And they have a lot of guys here on this card, which is not your ordinary type of Ring of Honor show, which I should get into right now. I believe we talked about this earlier, and it's coming right now. So ROH and PCW will be doing a show together. So there's been a couple of matches already booked. The Super Show of Honor 3, November 29th. You got Kirby versus HGH versus Bobby Fish versus Andrews versus Dar versus Mr. Roddy Strong. So that's one of the matches that's booked right now. PCW is actually in the UK for those that do not know. You got Bubblegum versus Paul London. That's going down. So be on the lookout because ROH is definitely moves around here. So what's your thoughts on the ROH making a lot of friends besides New Japan?
Well, PCW is pretty cool. I mean, it's funny, when I first heard about this, I thought he meant CCW. Because they did a show before it too. But it's pretty cool. It's interesting to see how Ring of Honor does. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do. They're trying to steal the whole concept of Global Force Wrestling. Who knows? But it's cool that they go global, you can say. And I'm cool with it. Let them continue on doing what they're doing and, go and join promotion shows, see what happens, and maybe it'd be big things for them, or you can say bigger things, I could say, for Ring of Honor in the future.
Yeah. So ROH, like I said, if you still haven't, if you haven't got to check the AJ Styles Kyle O'Reilly TV match, go check it out. Also on that same TV show, you got the Young Bucks going against the Briscoes. If you haven't yet, go ahead and order it now. All-Star Extravaganza. You got hella great matches on this card. You got Michael Elgin going against Jay Briscoe. You got Red Dragon versus the Young Bucks in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Jay Lethal will go against ACH, but there's somebody that will be taking ACH's spot. I don't want to spoil it. You got Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian versus the Decade. What else can I say? Hold on. We got Mark Briscoe going against Hanson. BJ Whitmer and Adam Page versus Josh Alexander. Ethan Gabriel Owens versus Caprice Coleman versus Wannabe versus R.D. Evans and Moose. Go order that shit. ROH, probably definitely one of my favorite promotions right now. Another promotion that will be having the show in a couple days, which is on the 21st. New Japan Pro Wrestling is back, and my boy Koto fucking Ibushi is back. I'm definitely looking forward to him and Nato tagging up, going against AJ Styles and Tama Tonga. So it's going down. This New Japan event, it's got a lot of tag matches, a lot of here, which is pretty dope. I mean, actually, the last 2 weeks or so, they've been doing all these Road to Destruction. That's the name, man, right? Destruction. Yeah.
Discretion.
Yeah.
It's they've been doing a lot of those shows the last 2 weeks.
Actually, the Road of Destruction was basically the road to this big show coming up.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. They've been doing it the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Or like I said, last week, they continue on this week too, and I say like 85% of those matches, like all the matches from the last 2 weeks, are mostly like tag matches, 8-man tags, 6-man tags. You know, basically that's what it is. So this is all just leading to the big event this weekend. Pretty sure it's gonna be a good show. You know, it's finally we get to talk to New Japan because it's been a while since we talked to New Japan on the show. So. See what's going down, and it's see what New Japan's gonna do.
Tanahashi versus Shibata. That's gonna be a hell of a match. Nakamura going against Bad Luck Fale. Bullet Club's own Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, and I'm gonna let everybody know right now. If I say any of these Japanese names wrong, excuse me. Takashi versus the Forever Hooligans and Ishii. My boy Ishii is a fucking beast. If you haven't seen Ishii, please go watch him. Ishii is that dude. What else you got? Trying to go down this. You got Doc Gallows. You got Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson going against Okada and Yoshi Asha. I think I said that right. Kill me if I didn't. But I want to say, check out the event. It's going down. I'm going to let you guys know right now. I probably will not be up late watching it, but I will eventually get to it because I will go on Daily Motion to watch it. So yeah. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Did you have any thoughts on New Japan, Mr. Matt Grant?
I'll be completely honest. I'm not too into New Japan. I've caught a few things now and then, but not too into it. I'll definitely start to check out New Japan after seeing those Ring of Honor shows this past year and everything that they've been putting out, especially the G1 Climax and all the stuff that they put out during then as well. And by the way, Skits, you watch wrestling shows off of Daily Motion? You thief.
Hey, I'm not the one putting them up.
Fair enough.
Shout out to the people that are though. Hey, Daily Motion is a savior, not just for wrestling either. It has everything up there. But yeah.
Hey, Matt, that's how I used to watch Ring of Honor at one point.
Fair enough.
Hey, at least, the thing is, we don't live in Canada, and we don't get Ring of Honor TV on the regular, like some people.
I do not know who you speak of, even though, I have, like, a few episodes PVR'd.
We're only talking about one person that's from Canada that I know.
Ethan Page?
Shout out to Ethan Page. Shout out to Ethan Page and Josh Alexandra. I'm just going to let it be known right now, ladies and gentlemen, there is a possibility we will have them on this week in talks with them. Both of them are down to do it. We're just trying to figure out a time. So Monster Mafia will be down here on WH Radio Thursday, if anything. Not sure on time yet. We'll let you know. We were talking some IWL, their match with the Young Bucks coming up on the 28th. I'll be talking some Ring of Honor. Definitely talking the match with Josh Alexandra and Mr. Brian Myers. Talk some Smash. We'll see what they got going out there. All the stuff that they got going on, basically. These guys are definitely doing big things.
Yeah, and for our listeners out there, just follow us in Wrestling Heads and keep an eye out there, because you never know. Maybe tomorrow we'll say, okay, it's confirmed, we'll have them Thursday. So just keep a lookout, and we'll hopefully we'll have them on pretty soon before the IWO show ends this month.
And
I can say finally get to see these guys wrestle in person, not like Matt has seen them like a million times.
I mean, you seen them wrestle already, didn't you? Oh, you didn't. That was Toby. That was Toby and Bruce.
Yeah, I never did.
Yeah, that was Toby and Bruce. So, yeah, we'll be at IWL. I'm calling off work. So I hope nobody works for me is listening. I'm pretty sure anybody would call off work to go see Monster Mafia versus the Young Bucks. That's who I think.
You better tell them that, too.
You
better tell them that, too. You better tell them that, too, just to make it
yeah. Oh, I definitely am. Calling off work to see a 2 out of 3 Falls cage match, for sure. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, I definitely am jealous of you guys for that one.
Speaking of IWL, we might as well talk about some of the folks that are be part of that event. My boy, your boy, Mr. Eli Everfly will be there. Eli Everfly will be in the building for sure. Definitely looking forward to it. He got Famous B will be there. Peter Avalon will be there. Him and Joey Ryan will face each other. Go Peter.
Wait, Joey Ryan's getting booked somewhere else besides? Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh, wow. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Hold on. Am I late? But did another person get booked in this it's a triple threat now for the IWL Championship?
Yeah, you're late. I told you a few weeks ago that it's a triple threat match. It's going to be Ray Rosas defend the title against Eric Cross and Suave. And I guess this was all leaked from last year when Eric, pretty much Ray and Eric Cross were like partners. So when Ray won the title, he kind of backstabbed Ray. So and Suave wants the title back. So basically, this will be a triple threat match.
Chad Cabrera will be in the fucking building. What a beast. I'm letting everybody know from LA to New York to Vancouver to wherever. Look out for Chad Cabrera because he's that guy. He's the future of professional wrestling coming out of the West Coast. I love Chad Cabrera, by the way.
Yeah, I actually saw him wrestle on Saturday at UEW. He lost the match, but he actually had a title shot at the title. He lost the match, but it was an all right match. And I'm probably going to see him in the month, too, in AWS. I believe he's booking that show as well. So, yeah, you're going to see more of Jay Cabrera. You never know, you know. He seems like he has a bright future in this business. And hey, I'm not the only one saying it. You guys like Joey Ryan and Brian Kenrich even fucking praise this guy a lot. So if any of our listeners that never heard he is, just check out his matches. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube, whatever. So check out his stuff and see for yourself.
Yeah, I want to get back to this match with Eli Everfly. Him and Pinky tagging out Black Parade against the Mixtape Kings, which is a dope ass name for a tag team, Mixtape Kings. Black Parade is a dope name too. Those are two original names that I actually like. Looking forward to Eli Everfly. Definitely does what he do best. It's crazy because it kind of looks like Pinky, his character switching. Remember the Nobodies?
Yeah.
And now his character is like switching up. It's like he's more human. I mean, because he's kind of like in the dark side. You know what I mean? Like he had like a dark side character.
In Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, the Nobodies was like you could see a little dark side thing to it because it was a group. He had his own followers pretty much until they all backstabbed him. And it's been a while since he's been in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. So yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, I don't know. I don't want to say he's out of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood yet, but yeah, but it's in IWS it's a different guy. I believe it's him and Eli. They're having some crazy looking tag teams, showing more of his dark side. I think he's always been having a dark side. I'll tell you this right now on UEW, he's like Raven there. He sits in the crowd. He just pretty much there he is. He's like Raven's block in WCW. They're all in the crowd area, but he's just by himself watching the show in the crowd. I mean, it's his character Pinky. It's not like, you know, we see him in other shows just watching the show. It's his character Pinky just checking out the show, just sitting out with the fans and all that. So I don't know what that's leading to, but that's basically what he is. He's like a cold son of a bitch.
By the way, your favorite is actually in the he's actually on the card, Mr. Matt. Remember Eric Watts?
Huh.
Are you know something this right now?
I don't got nothing.
You know who Eric Watts is, right?
I'm unfamiliar.
Tough enough?
Tough enough?
Oh, fuck that guy.
Oh.
Are you seriously like bringing up somebody from Tough Enough right now?
Eric Watts is on his card, dude. Believe it or not.
Come on.
Eric Watts is on the card.
I didn't even know Tough Enough guys were so relevant. Didn't the guy who won it like quit wrestling?
Eric Watts.
The last 2 weeks, we're going to Lucha Underground. It's almost like I went to a Tough Enough reunion. Evil East. What's his name?
Martin.
Matt
Martin,
Cross?
Yeah, Martin. Who else was there? From Tough Enough.
Matt Cross?
Matt Cross, yeah. And there's one more name too. There's one more. I gotta think about it, but it's been a Tough Enough reunion, pretty much.
Well, I definitely, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not a IWO regular, you might want to come through and see this match with the Bucks and Monster Mafia. Come on down. Also, I'm going to bring it up. Never talk about this promotion that much, but TNA, huge impact on Spike this Wednesday. You got the Dudley Boys versus the Hardys versus the Wolves. Ladder match. That's going down. You got Samoa Joe versus Homicide. That's going down. You got Mr. Bobby fucking Roode going against Bobby Lashley. So Bobby versus Bobby.
Come on, Skits. It's Bobby Roode.
I'm not going to say it like that, but Bobby Roode versus Lashley for the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. We might have an actual champ. Guy that actually deserves it. Another match. This is a KO Battle Royal, #1 contender match. You got Rebel versus Velvet Sky, Brittany, Havoc, Angelina, Taryn, and Madison Rain.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, the event you're actually talking about, Skitch, is No Surrender. That's pretty much it. And
yes, it is. No Surrender.
yeah. You know, I'm a little disappointed that Bobby Lashley and Bobby Roode match should have happened and maybe Bound for Glory, but, you know.
I'll take it now.
I'll take it, but the problem is that now that this match is having No Surrender, it's making me feel like Bobby Lashley's going to keep the damn title. I mean, I know you'd rather have Bobby Roode as TNA champ, but, you know, that's what it is.
Hold on 1 sec. We have a caller. I believe I know who this is, and he wears a mask. I'm going to put him on. He wears a cowboy hat. He wears a cowboy hat, and he even has his own YouTube show. I'm not sure if he still have his own podcast, but let's put the gentleman on because I haven't talked to this guy in a while.
Yeah, he still has it on.
Captain Comic-Con.
That's me. Look at that. You guessed it right off the bat. And yes,
I know your number by heart, bro. Another number by heart.
Oh, man, of course. Of course. I mean, you should. How much I call in.
What's going on, Cap?
How's my wrestling heads family doing?
Well, you know, I know Oscar, you know, this weekend he's hit up some shows. Not sure if he ran into you. So we've been doing that. You know, just basically doing a show, and we'll be at IWL. Pretty sure you'll be there, hopefully.
Yeah, of course. For this weekend, man, there's all kinds of stuff going on this weekend. NSPW going on this weekend. IWL. We get a lot of good stuff going on this weekend.
So what's new at Mr. Captain Comic-Con?
What's new? Well, Long Beach Comic-Con coming up on the 27th and the 28th, which is also the same day as AWS and also AWS UIPW show.
Question is, what are you choosing? Are you choosing Comic-Con in Long Beach, or are you choosing AWS?
Well, I guess it would have to show up to either one of them to see exactly where I end up.
For some reason, just because you're a Comic-Con type of dude, you know, you got to go to Comic-Con because that's like your first love. Wouldn't it be?
You would think that, wouldn't you? But the last the last thing that kept me from Comic-Con was AWS, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, I remember you showed up to that one show because you were the ring announcer at the time.
Yeah, actually, no, I was not the ring announcer at that particular show. Jessica was the ring announcer at that show. I was the host.
Okay. Huh.
But definitely, you never know where I'm going to end up or where I'm going to show up. It could be at PWG, it could be at AWS, it could be at UIPW, it could be at a Comic-Con, it could be at anywhere. It could be at the McDonald's down the street from your pad, and you really wouldn't know.
All right.
The question is, how'd you know it was McDonald's down the street from my house?
McDonald's are like Elm Street. The McDonald's everywhere.
Hey, you might know where you live, so very be careful. It's Dark Captain Comic-Con.
So is there? Are you still working with Mr. Yuma Tornado?
Yeah, definitely. We got some stuff. Got some stuff coming for you. You know, definitely not going to let anyone down. So, you know, for those of you who are interested, definitely come down to check us out at NSPW. A lot of surprises in store for us.
Yeah, I heard the last time I talked to Tornado was at PWG Bola. I think it was night 1 maybe, and he told me he was going to San Diego to fight Big Duke. I believe he got the win. So yeah. But I'm glad to see you guys got things going on over there. We want to thank you for calling because we're about to actually end the show in a minute. So thanks for calling, man.
Oh, thank you for having me on the show. I mean, always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Always a pleasure to be on the show. And And Oscar, just so you know, the Monday Night War has not started. Monday Night War.
Nah. Come on. Okay, just to know that what he's talking about is that I actually thought that he tried to start his show at the same time as Wrestling Heads. I'm like, hold on here. Starting a Monday Night War here going on?
I planned it strategically.
All right, Cap.
I needed to go on 30 minutes before you guys to tell them what you were going to do on your show.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, and it somehow, Kids was going to be on Wrestling Heads Radio and your show at the same time, just like Rick Rude did.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
You guys are hilarious.
It's crazy what one night will do.
You don't want to start no Attitude Era coming up, so yeah.
Definitely. All right, guys. Well, thank you for having me on the show. Always a pleasure, and I will see you wherever I see you.
All right, brother.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I will now put on our other co-host, Mr. Tom. I don't know where he's been. I think he was asleep or something. But Tom, welcome to WH Radio.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Where you? I didn't know you were alive still, bro.
No, I had work a little bit late, and I was catching up on Raw just for a little bit. But
yeah,
I saw Raw, saw what went down. It was okay.
To be honest with you, Tom, it's nothing even to go over again because you said we had to say. It would be a waste.
It was like I said, Raw was just okay. It was Raw.
Yeah.
It was Raw.
It was Raw. That's all people need to know. It was Raw.
Yeah. Let's just hope things improve next week, or things start at this weekend's pay-per-view. What you did not know or did not hear, Monster Mafia looks like they will be on WH Radio. We're going to confirm a time. So Thursday, Monster Mafia. Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, the Walking Weapon, and Mr. All Eagle himself.
Hey. It's Ethan Gabriel Owens. Come on, guys.
Hold on. Skiz, did you say it's confirmed for Thursday?
They both said they're down. I don't know if you've seen our Twitter. They said they're down. We just don't have a time. That's all.
Okay. I thought you said it was confirmed Thursday. I'm like, holy shit.
We just
and I'm still calling Ethan Page. That fucking name is so gay. Come on now.
Matt.
I'm sorry.
You want to let our listeners know where you'll be this Sunday?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll throw it out there. Alpha One Wrestling.
Before you answer that, can I guess? Are you going to be at Night of Champions this Sunday?
Fuck Night of Champions. I'm going to be at Alpha One Wrestling King of Hearts tournament, the annual big tournament from Alpha One Wrestling, and also on that show, Josh Alexander versus Brian Myers. You also have the first time ever meeting of Brent Banks and Alessandro Del Bruno for the Alpha Male Championship. You have a 4-way Zero Gravity title match, and also, obviously, the 2014 King of Hearts tournament itself. So it's going to be a big one. Ricky Shane Page, Mike Rollins, Ethan Page, Justin Sane, Silesia Sparks, Mike.
Hey.
So I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. That's going to be this Sunday night. We will also have coverage of it on the Weekly Wrestling Podcast Network, blogtalkradio.com/Weekly Wrestling Podcast. Definitely check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I'm definitely going to talk to Josh about that match. Just like I mentioned earlier about the match. So, Josh has got a lot on his plate. I'm pretty sure Ethan does too. Both of them both of them have a lot on their plate together as a team too. It's great to see these guys in Ring of Honor. So, and I remember last time they were here on WH Radio, they both said that their next big step, what they want to do is be Ring of Honor regular guys. So it would be great.
I think they're moving well towards that goal right now. After All-Star Extravaganza, I would not be surprised if they're signed to full-time contracts very soon.
Yeah, they deserve it because and we get to have some new tag teams a part of ROH besides the Briscoes.
Also, shout out to them for killing it at AAW this past weekend with Louis Linden and ACH. Apparently, that match was awesome.
Yeah, man, I remember you were telling me about that. Monster
Those
Mafia,
guys just killing it everywhere.
What can I say? Monster Mafia is doing big things. And the funny part is, a lot of people forgot about them as IWL champions. They are still your IWL champions, people, for a year. So for
although
a year,
they haven't defended the titles yet, but regardless.
True.
Yeah, they're going to be the greatest IWL tag champs in history. So yeah.
With like 2 defenses.
Yep. Right. Yep. So see what happens. Hopefully, I'm hoping. I'm sorry. I hope not that IWL does not become a fucking yearly show. Just hope we have shows in the future. So yeah, just see what happens. And
I definitely wanted to throw something else out too, because we won't be there this weekend, but I definitely want to throw out the plugs for it anyway. Smash Wrestling's Can USA Classic 2. If you're into women's wrestling, they're providing such a fantastic show at that Can USA Classic. Canada versus the USA, obviously, with the show name. I know names like Awesome Kong, Veda Scott, Jules Malone, Kimberly, Cherry Bomb, Heidi Loveless. The names and women just go on and on. So definitely check out Smash Wrestling's Can USA Classic. It's the same day as Alpha One's King of Hearts. Unfortunately, it's kind of a conflict, and we can't make the event. So definitely check them out if you're in the area. Check out Alpha One if you're in the area. Just support independent wrestling.
Yeah, definitely, man. It sounds like a freaking crazy-ass card right there. I mean, coincidentally, just had a women's tournament over the weekend, in which I tried to go, but unfortunately, some stupid shit happened over the freeway, the 15 freeway, like some construction shit happened. So it was, I would not make it to Vegas on time to watch the show, so I was like, fuck it. So I wish I was going to see that tournament, which I believe Christina Von Airy won that tournament. So, yeah, it was freaking...
Defeating Joey Ryan in the finals.
Yes. That's what
so
it was.
wasn't B-Boy supposed to be a part of that?
Yeah, I just don't understand what happened. I'm trying to figure out what happened. He was there at Vegas, but I don't know what happened. Like, it was supposed to be him and Johnny Yuma, but instead, somehow it was the Rockness Monsters end up wrestling Los Luchas, and Joey Ryan has ended up in that final match. So I don't know what happened. That's why that final match between Candice LeRae and Veda Scott happened, So I hope that match was better than the one that AWS match. I didn't like that AWS match they had when Veda Scott was here in town. So hopefully that match was better.
You said the Candice?
Yeah, the one with Candice LeRae and Veda Scott when they had it here when they were both
Candice
here in
and Candice and Veda have been having a lot of matches lately. They had a match at AIW.
Yeah. Think about Candice LeRae. What's up with that tweet she tweeted earlier today?
That is something that we should talk about right now. Candice basically teased everybody and said, big trial move in the very near future. Where am I going? And a big cheek smile, with the emoji and a clap. What do you guys think she's talking about? WWE maybe? Question mark? TNA maybe?
It could be anything. It could be WWE. It could be TNA. Hell, I'm actually here. I mean, I think Matt even said this 2 weeks ago. I'm hearing Ring of Honor might do a women's division. I mean, will you see Candice LeRae in Ring of Honor more regularly? Who knows? So, I mean, I'll be happy to see if she comes to WWE or TNA. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got to wait and see and find out. Maybe WWE will take it because WWE is trying to get everybody. Candice LeRae, they might even go after the Young Bucks, even though a lot of people think the Young Bucks are just fucking around, but you just don't even know.
After talking with them at Squared Circle Live a couple of weeks ago, they're not screwing around. They're talking with every major promotion there is right now.
I actually saw that interview. I actually saw that interview. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Oscar, but it looks like they said, this is the exact words the Bucks said. If they sign to any promotion, any major promotion, they still want their Pro Wrestling Tees, store. They don't want that to close. So basically, what it sounds like, they don't mind changing their name. They just still want that store still. So they can still make that money on the side too, which is smart.
I guess, yeah.
Not to steal the line from the Juicy Product, man, but that's truly over as fuck.
Speaking about Juicy Product, over the weekend at CCW and you could say WSU, they defended both of those belts and they successfully retained those two tag titles. They still have gold. So, there you go.
I'm not sure if David Starr getting a concussion too, so definitely shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out David Starr. But anyway.
Speaking of wrestling, I know we're talking about wrestling right now because we're going down to the end. I just saw this person is actually getting booked. I have never seen him get booked since he got released from WWE. Jinder Mahal.
What?
He's going to be in a tag team match, and it also involves Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Okay, where is this at? Where is this at?
That is the weirdest tag team combination I think I've ever heard.
Warriors of Wrestling.
Warriors of Wrestling. And you have no idea where this is at?
I don't know what city. I just know that's the promotion.
Warriors of Wrestling.
Well, damn, when you got Hacksaw Jim Duggan teaming up with Jinder Mahal.
No, they're not teaming up. They're going to get each other.
Oh.
Just want to throw that out there.
I think
that honestly just writes itself.
You know what? They should team up then. Because obviously that's just the biggest draw ever.
That totally just writes itself.
You know what? Another thing we should talk about, which I didn't even talk about last week, but Rich Swann had a WWE tryout.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know. To me, I guess you should want to take a look at this guy, but I don't know if they'll sign him right away, So.
Yeah,
I have some bad news. If they're not going to sign ACH, they're not going to sign Rich Swann.
Yeah. Rich Swann is, 4 years younger than ACH? 3 or 4 years younger?
Yeah, but, I'm not going to say, because ACH had a tryout and didn't even sign, doesn't mean he's not going to not end up going there at all. He doesn't have a chance anymore. They tried out Adam Cole and, they didn't sign him a deal, but I'm pretty sure if Adam Cole's Ring of Honor contract runs up, I'm sure WWE will go after him. So, you never know.
Possible nowadays in professional wrestling. Whoever thought we'd see Prince Devitt today in the WWE. Whoever thought we'd see Kenta in the WWE. Whoever thought we'd see Kevin Steen. You know what I mean? Anything's possible. So.
Yeah, I wanted to get your guys' opinion. Speaking of Kenta, what do you guys feel about him changing his name to Hideo Itami?
Like I said earlier, as long as he has a talent behind the name, just like guys like Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, who else can I say? I like mentioned so many names earlier. Sami Zayn, these guys like Neville. All these guys have the talent still. It doesn't matter to me.
I got some weird breaking news, guys.
What is it?
The real X-Pac. I'm happy to announce I'll be appearing at Chikara's King of Trios, this time in the announcer booth as a color commentator.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Right.
That's weird.
And
I told you it was weird breaking news.
And that's my boy Tom's one of his favorite promotions.
Yeah, I've been they've been doing okay. I just, the hype for them when they first came back was a lot bigger. Now they've just slowed down. They haven't done a whole lot since their first show when they came back.
Hey, at least you got the title off Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, I think King of Trios is going to be a big test for them to see if they can really truly, thrive in the independent scene for the rest of the year and even next year. Because, including me, when they announced all the Trios teams, I wasn't really impressed because there was only one really outside team, and that was LAX with Chavo, Homicide, and Hernandez. And when you only have one outside team, and, King of Trios tickets are pretty expensive, when you only have one outside team, it's kind of like, you're wasting, people's money a little bit. But then they started announcing some more names for, night 2. They announced, I think, Rockstar Spud is going to be there, Yoshitatsu. I can't remember some of the other names. But, like I said, the hype for Chikara, I think, has gone down a little bit. I think they need to do more to get their name back out there, especially with what all these other companies are doing, PWG, AIW, AAW, Smash Wrestling, Beyond Wrestling.
Speaking of Beyond, I believe Adam Cole.
Yes, actually, Skits, you want me to take the realm on this one. Adam Cole, Michael Bennett, Maria taking on the Juicy Product and Kimberly at Making Moves.
I love it.
That's
it's funny because Matt's actually one that told me the news. I'm not going to here and take the fucking credit like I fucking knew. But I'm fucking happy about my boy Cole over here doing big things and Beyond Wrestling, bringing in Cole and Michael Bennett and, Maria, and it's, I know this is, it's fucking wrestling, but it's hilarious to see the Juicy Product team up with Kimberly after they always fuck her up and shit. But hey,
I know it's kind of interesting that Cordero is bringing in Cole after this whole situation and after the whole storyline going on with Bennett. I'll give them full credit where it's due. I thought this storyline was really stupid in the first place, but they made it pay off with bringing Cole and Maria in. So props to them.
Yeah, man. Adam Cole, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are kind of running out of time.
Hold on. Skits. If you're going to say that, can you at least put the people of all ages at the end of that? Come on. If you're going to do the New Age
boys and girls, children of all ages, Wrestling Head probably versus you. No. We don't have no belt, so hey.
Fuck it.
I'm the only champion here, yeah.
You still on that? I thought he is Wrestling Head champion. The Wrestling Head champion of the world. The Sinister Oscar. WH Skit.
Yes, and tomorrow's my birthday. Okay,
anyway,
you and Tom are tag team champions. How you like that?
Hey, I'm fun.
Me and Skit will heel turn you guys and take the belt.
You guys are hilarious.
We're gonna be like the Usos, and you're gonna be the Wyatts. You're gonna keep trying, but it's not gonna work.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Hold on, did you just refer yourself as a Uso?
Unfortunately, yes. It pains me a little bit to say that.
Oh, whoa! If it pains you to say that, I hate to say it, but are you gay? He's with Naomi. Come on, man.
No,
you'd be hitting that booty, man.
I don't want to be an Uso. I don't want to be an Uso. I'd rather be a Young Buck.
Okay. I can't fault you on that one. Good one.
Not like that.
Young Bucks.
Someone's gonna play some Hanson tonight.
Anyways,
nothing wrong with that.
We're actually running out of time, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and throw out these plugs before we go off air. Be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Heads. We always post news or whatnot, so be sure to follow on that. Check out the website, WrestlingHeads.com. Also, you can check our YouTubes out, youtube.com/WrestlingHeads. Check out our latest interview with Sue Young. It's actually Oscar's one-on-one interview. It's pretty dope. Check that out. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingHeads. Follow us on Blog Talk. If you have a Blog Talk account, follow us on Blog Talk, blogtalkradio.com/WrestlingHeadsRadio. And also, you can follow me at WH Skits. I'm actually, on there tweeting or whatnot every now and then, talking my shit. Or, I'm actually...
That's all it is.
Shut your mouth. Or I'm sometimes, like, hey, I like this. So, by the way, people, go fucking buy the fucking new Red Dragon DVD if you haven't. It's pretty dope. I just downloaded it today. Yep, I did. Got it for free. But go ahead. Somebody else take the mic.
All right. You can follow me at Sinister632, Twitter, Instagram, Vine, Ticket. Sorry I didn't do no classic match of the week on WrestlingHeads.com. I was celebrating my birthday a little too early. I'll get back to it pretty soon. And, tomorrow's my birthday. You can tweet me at Sinister632, give me a happy birthday. And I'll try to say happy birthday. I'm sure Tom and Matt will do that. And, then, of course, you kids will probably do that, too. And, because I believe they're going to end up doing that shit. And, just check out WrestlingHeads.com. Check out everybody else's blog, AROH Code blog about the AIW. Check all that shit out. And I guess we back on Thursday, you said, Skip? Thursday? Thursday?
Just follow us on Twitter. Possibly might do a Wednesday and a fucking Thursday show. So just follow us on Twitter.
All right. And go Dodgers, yeah.
Magic number's 9.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow me on Twitter at @tweetme. But like Skid said earlier, check out WrestlingHeads.com. Big shout out to our boy ROH Code, a.k.a. Chris. He's been writing some great stuff on there. I've been checking it out when I have the free time. Guy is a great writer, knows his wrestling. And I think we miss him here on WH Radio. He hasn't been on in a long time. He hasn't been able to get into any arguments. So big shout out to him. Big shout out to all the writers on WrestlingHeads.com. They're all doing some great stuff on there. Check it out. Send some feedback their way.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
Real quick, I just want to say definitely check out that AIW dozen one that Chris just did. It got a lot of retweets from some AIW guys over there, like Ethan Page, including AIW's Twitter and stuff. So yeah. But go ahead and throw your stuff out there, Matt. Shout out to Chris again.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely check out that article. It was well written, and like you said, a lot of guys retweeted it as well, so definitely check it out. Check out Weekly Wrestling Podcast and everything we got going on this weekend, all the live coverage. We'll be at a few shows, so definitely check that out. Check out Smash Wrestling, check out Alpha One Wrestling, and just, like I said, check out us on Twitter at Weekly W Podcast for all the latest in Canadian independent wrestling.
Definitely, man. We want to thank everybody else for listening to Wrestling Heads Radio again. Be sure to follow us again on Twitter for the news on the time and day we'll have Master Mapi on. So, until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Skits. I'm with Oscar, Tom, and Matt. Until then, peace. What time is it?
What time is it? WH Radio. We are the best in the world.